Всем привет! Решил поиграть в новую игру. Буквально вот вышла сегодня. Сегодня ночью, если не ошибаюсь. То есть сегодня у нас 7 ноября. Так, давайте настроим гамму. Не надо прям, наверное, слишком уж еле видимым делать, потому что, блин, яркость может быть слишком низкой. Мало что будет видно. В особо затемненных местах, вот, ну, пожалуй, так сделаю, не знаю. Ну, у каждого, конечно, свои настройки монитора. Так, в общем, основано на новелле Станислава Лема. Ну, пока что мне нравится то, как сделано меню. Пока что прям круто. Именно если учитывать меню. Так, язык субтитров, интерфейса. Да, субтитры у нас включен. Доступность, текст крупный. Давайте, наверное, какой-то, да, слишком мелкий текст на самом деле. Очень крупный. Ну, учитывая то, какой монитор. Так, FSR. Лимит FPS. 144 пусть будет. У меня 165 на мониторе. Не FPS, а частота. Так, текстуры ультра, окей, это окей, это пон. Так, полный экран в окне. Все хорошо. Размытие в движении, но это не хочу, блин. Это даже, наверное, FPS заберет. Так. FSR 2.2. Блин, мне кажется, это херня какая-то. Я отключу, пожалуй, FSR 2.2. Может и не стоит. Посмотрим. Так, применить изменения, да, конечно. Можно ли еще что-то изменить? Так. Ну, звук не такой громкий, так что все окей. Так, какие у нас тут настройки управления? VSD, Shift, взаимодействие. LKM, F это отмена. Так, окей. Локатор есть, телеметр, детектор. T, ZR. Так, транспорт. Все понятно, и спуск еще есть. Все, давайте назад. Комикс какой-то, что-то такое. Так, стрекоза в пути. Стрекоза — небольшой исследовательский аппарат межпланетного содружества с экипажем из 6 человек. Изучает отдаленные уголки космоса. Посетив и изучив множество планет, команда стрекозы завершает исследовательскую миссию. Однако по пути домой их ждет еще одно задание. Несмотря на риск, астрогатор Новик лично добывает редкий и чрезвычайно ценный минерал. Так, кстати, у нас, судя по комиксу, у нас такая интернациональная бригада. Тут, как видите. Так, ценой сломанной ноги и значительной боли Новик добывает минерал. Ага. Однако происшествие с астрогатором не мешает команде праздновать окончание цикла исследований. Для экипажа это было время большого успеха и единения. Довольные результатами, они прокладывают курс домой и отправляются на заслуженный отдых в камеры искусственного сна. Или же они еще по-другому называются, гиперсна вроде как. Я вот очень много смотрел фильмов про космос, там это еще так называется. Это вот единственный комикс, такой, знаете, предыстория. Хорошо, что я не скипнул это, открыл. Так, что, начинаем. А это у нас было. Ну, скипаем. Получается, я мог и скипать, не читать. Тут у нас уже есть все. Так. Ясно, имя. Так, а что по звуку вообще? Мне кажется, надо немножко... Так. Я так понял, была какая-то авария случилась.
Help. I need help. Base, would you please answer me? Are you there? Hello? Koval? Merritt? I saw you a second ago. I think. Dragonfly, come in. My head is killing me. I don't know what I'm doing here. Where I am exactly. Someone answer me, God damn it.
Кстати, вот эти эффекты закрытия глаз, вот моргание, это просто офигенно сделано. Я сейчас сам проверил, буквально, то есть, то же самое.
Okay, nothing's broken. I can walk. Where's everyone gone?
Так.
Why isn't one answering me?
Наверное, потому что никого нету рядом и никто тебя не слышит, поэтому не отвечает. Так, свяжитесь с экипажем. Ага. Ой, что я ударил током.
Base? I heard you for a moment. My receiver's dead, but the transmitter may still be working.
На самом деле игра напоминает Firewatch. Графически, ну так, не знаю. Поэтому дело лучше, конечно, графически, но все же.
Where is it? I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours.
На несколько часов хватит, ага. И где еще искать кислород? Это что такое? Это какая-то рация. Или что?
Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own.
Да, похоже на какую-то рацию.
The beacon can't be detected either.
Так. А я могу еще? Я просто не знал, что я закрываю. А могу я еще открыть? Я не все проверил. Бля. Игра, конечно, скриптована, я не могу. Я не знал, что я типа рюкзак закрываю. Как я мог узнать? Там просто написано было... Ладно, не написано, а просто, блин, такой кружочек. Ладно, видимо, я не навел, да, и не узнал. Так.
So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember. Hang on. We've closed the research cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre. For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place.
Угу. Так, тут еще есть какая-то карта у нас, вторая.
Two landers to the surface. They don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke.
И третья карта. с маршрутом.
First group explored the ocean with no biologist. It's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route.
Интересно, это она сама с собой разговаривает или она про себя типа думает это?
Leading to...
Так, get to the camp, окей. Тут какие-то еще, блин, эти, знаете,
Right.
веревки.
I was heading straight to the camp.
Типа они занимались скалолазанием, и наоборот они типа слезали.
He must be somewhere near.
Ну ладно.
Give me a sign. Send up a flare, the probe. Anything.
Кстати, чем-то напоминает Марс, вот эта вот планета. Ну, конечно же, это не Марс, а это Регис 3.
Keeping an eye out for you. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like I need to stop doing this.
Вычислите свое точное местонахождение. Так, это мне надо... Мгм. А там же в начале было что-то.
I'm looking for something that resembles a dog.
Там в начале был этот мой лагерь. Ну не лагерь, а куда я приземлилась.
Bingo! I found the dog.
А, это пес, кстати, реально. Да.
We have the first one. I need one more.
Так, нидл. Ну, нидл легко.
An object I called needle.
Там дырочка. Вот нидл спереди, вот это вот.
Right. It resembles the eye of a needle.
Блин, это круто.
I report that I have established my position. Time
Мгм.
to hit the road.
Угу. Круто. Ну что, выдвигаемся. Найдите дорогу в лагерь. Там какая-то планета, смотрите, какая большая. Даже две планеты или что это, спутник такой? Так. А чё, а почему я приземлился? То есть тут вообще ничего нету? То есть, а где корабль хоть какой-то? Меня как-то вышвырнуло, что ли? Я не понимаю. Ладно, найти дорогу в лагерь. Надо просто вперед идти. Так, стрекоза.
I think I see our ship.
Ага, это корабль. Это не звезда какая-то, хотя очень похоже.
I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. I hope the data's trustworthy.
Знаете, она так руки делает, как будто она бежит, но она не бежит, она просто так слегка. Локатор.
Oh, I have something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon.
Она все нормально, не ушибется? Окей, вроде нормально. Это водоем.
Huh. There's water on this desert planet.
Но она и так уже узнала, что есть вода, как бы. Какая-то жидкость.
Another liquid.
Возможно, какая-то
that won't
кислота.
allow the biocenosis to fall.
Я не буду туда
Easy to
наступать.
replenish supplies. Not without
Это вряд ли прям
tests.
вода какая-то.
As we all remember, Third War.
А что происходит? Или это флешбеки? Какие-то. Это какие-то флешбеки.
I was about to. Already awake. Good.
Так.
My body might be awake, but my brain is still in the fridge.
I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. Clearly your sense of humor was first awake. Now, try to get up. Slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while.
Я подумал, что она хочет закрыть, как будто. А это просто руку протянуть, чтобы встать.
Here. Take
Камера мне нравится, как вообще направлена. Все
Yes,
круто.
I know.
Пока что.
Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
А у них что, видимо, обезвоживание, если им хотят, ну, горят, вернее, жидкость пить. Давно, ну, давно не пить, конечно, блин. В гиперсне находиться.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise.
Так. Ага.
Koval, will you help me here?
Sure, I'm coming. This is not our system. Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
Что-то
You
такое
shouldn't be
странное
walking yet.
происходит.
Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you.
И что, ей пофиг?
Yasna.
Она как будто не обращает внимания на то, что неправильно планета совсем не там. Так,
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it and remember.
так, ну вот. Локатор. Это как компас, что ли? Я просто не понимаю. А что это значит, вот это? А, это просто как, типа, я могу слезть и залезть. Окей, хорошо.
Warm. Getting warmer.
О, блин, классно. Это реально как компас какой-то.
I found it.
Ну да, конечно, по-другому работает совсем.
Look for me on your trackers.
Ну, чем-то напоминает компас. Так, значит, здесь тоже что-то, возможно, есть. Так. Блин, не хочу наступать. Но хотя, попробуем. Ладно, вроде нормально. Тут окружающая среда вообще не агрессивная, не токсичная.
Moving on.
Так, здесь я тоже могу, наверное. Да. Ну, прям похоже, что... Хотя вот тут два прохода есть. Наверное, сюда сначала. Ой. Здесь можно упасть, кстати. Надо аккуратно прям. Так, ну я
Right.
кругами иду, но я хочу все проверить. Так, она что-то уже не может прям поворачиваться быстро. Так, а если тут проход какой-то? Да, там какая-то видится дорога, что ли, не знаю, проход. И тут что-то еще есть. Так.
Time to go.
Она еще какие-то реплики говорит, значит, скорее всего, блин. Я не стою на месте, я конкретно куда-то движусь. Не в тупик какой-то. Так. Вулканическая зона.
If this area is volcanically active, ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora.
То есть планета вообще необитаемая.
Idyllic. There's no dust in the air. The sky is clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren.
Короче говоря, это Firewatch, но, можно сказать, на другой планете. То есть, другой сеттинг. Так. Песчаная буря.
Such storms last for several hundred days. I hope it's not one of them.
Я сначала подумал, что это огонь, смотрите, как выглядит. Реально похоже, как будто какой-то костер, как будто, и от него свечение идет. Так. Так. А фонарик есть? Фонарика нету. Ну это, конечно, зря. Очень зря, что нету. Так. Проверял вообще, есть ли потери кадров. Приблизить. Ага.
I could already see the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here.
Но это еще идти туда, бля. А я могу?
Great. A route that won't break my neck.
А я могу вообще?
I hope.
Так, надо аккуратно.
Okay. I'm at the bottom. Looks better from here. I'll be with you soon.
Ну, пока что очень так атмосферненько, я бы сказал. Мне нравится пока что. Так, это солнце у нас. Оно какое-то, знаете, нереалистичное.
Maybe I should wait.
Ну, буря мне нравится, очень реалистично сделано все, очень круто. Ну, кстати, это опасно очень. Вот эти микроосколки, которые в буре, они могут повредить скафандр. Ой, а это так и должно было быть? Что-то я сомневаюсь. Что происходит? Так. Это выстрелы были? Не понял.
Where? I was heading to... Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time.
Да ты всего лишь 10 минут шла.
Did I black out again?
Ладно. Ну, конечно, в рамках игры это, блин, мог быть час, не знаю. Так. Ну, видимо, это не первый раз, как она отключилась. Видимо, опять она сказала. Опять отключилась, значит... Мы где-то в середине. Блять.
I'm so close, yet in my condition. Every step
И как мне попасть тут? Вроде...
is a strain.
Можно
I don't wanna
упасть.
whine, but if you come here, it will be so much easier for me.
А я вообще правильно иду? Вроде как там есть путь. Да. Что-то как-то темно стало. Ой, блин, как красиво-то, блин, капец. Очень красиво.
too heavy, hands become too weary. Down you go. Night is not that scary.
Это спутник.
I remember you. Regis' third satellite.
Так.
Astrogator, sir. Crew,
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
we have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great.
Это тот, который ногу повредил, кстати, в поисках минерала. Вот этот доктор Горский, да?
For nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen 78%, argon 2%, carbon dioxide 0, methane 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first.
А, нет, это Новик.
It's virtually zero.
In a word, a paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
Может, они перепутали планету, как и сложилось.
Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps were, Doctor. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the
Блин, какое-то мыло,
abnormalities.
что у них с лицами?
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with. Marit, do you have the geological analyses?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg.
Блин, красиво.
6 billion years old. Besides, the
Офигенно прям.
too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis 3 is not without worth.
With all due respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible.
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right, but where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our
Так. Но сегодня прям потерь кадров нету.
modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples? Of course. Marrett, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you too. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator.
This is not up for debate. I need you here.
Как она оказалась тогда на планете?
There's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis 3, if any.
Странно как-то. Как она на планете оказалась?
What the hell am I doing?
Вот, она, даже она спрашивает. Странно. Короче, движение. И планета прям очень классная, красивая. Смотрите, какая. Именно вот горизонт, вот это вот. Класс.
Oh, thank goodness. Not everyone's in the field.
Что-то мне кажется, что живых там нет.
This is Dr. Yasna reporting. Do you copy? I'm entering the campgrounds. Is anyone out there?
Ага.
Androbot. Stop. Androbot, stop. What the? I'm reporting a robot malfunction.
Так он остановился.
No response to voice commands.
С запозданием, правда.
Cause unknown.
Так.
Oh, maybe if I... RT? Default position. I don't know what's wrong with you, buddy, but you clearly don't want to cooperate.
Страшно, вырубай. Может, он среагирует как-то? Я за 3 раза сделал. Ну ладно. Это похоже на палатку какую-то. Очень даже.
Hello? Anyone here? Marit! It's Yasna! I came for you!
Так.
Hey! Anybody out there? It's Dr. Yasna!
Рыба.
Doctor was correct. Life on Regis hasn't left the water. Koval also. He said something about it.
Так, значит, это та планета?
Dragonfly, come in.
Hello, Regis. Dragonfly here. Dr. Yasna at the radio.
And Novik, is his leg still bothering him?
Yes, he's been resting in his quarters.
We're setting up on the shoreline. It's late, but we still have time to examine the ocean floor. Gorski is preparing the probe for launch. We'll start research soon. Oh, one more thing, Yasna.
Yes?
It's beautiful here. The ocean, wind, sand. My suit is pinching and cramping just at the mere sight.
Should I include this in my reports?
I'm serious. I don't know about you, but over the years I've learned to hate the void. We do everything to go further, see more, take mankind one step closer to omnipotence, and then... God, completely take a walk on land. As if enjoying everything that's around us was almost...
I understand how you feel, Koval. After all these years, I miss home too.
Is it that obvious? I come across as, well, erudite, but at the end of the day, it's simple longing that speaks through me.
Well, a little obvious.
We have to examine the composition of the ocean, not the...
Collect the mineral samples.
Yes, that's right. Do you want to do the honors?
Gladly.
Koval, where are you going? Over.
Manual.
For a little, quick recce. I'm gonna
Distance,
take a look around.
100.
Base, are you there?
300.
A recce? I see no good reason. I won't allow it, Regis. Stay put.
Copy that, Dragonfly. I'll stay dutifully at my post.
500. Damn me. Am I seeing this right? Dr. Krauser, would you please have a look here? Of course. Just a second. It's like a school of fish.
This is life. What are they doing?
They're moving away from us.
From us? We're talking about an artificial robotic gizmo.
Right from the probe. As soon as I swing it closer to them, do you see what happens?
Is this normal, Yasna?
Так,
What do you think?
It's hard to speak of normality here, but animals are usually not afraid of equipment.
Странно.
Or anything they haven't seen before.
Are you saying they've already seen probes?
Мне кажется, там большая рыба есть.
But their behavior suggests some sort of defense mechanism. Catch at least one for examination. Then I'll be able to say more.
Come here. One more time. Got it.
What did you do?
I had to electrocute it. Wouldn't have caught it otherwise. I'm taking the specimen ashore.
That's a fine one. There'll be plenty to dissect, Yasna.
Мы вообще ничего не знали. То есть именно то, что с ними произошло, то есть ничего не сказано. Но узнали предысторию такую. Откуда эта рыба? Так. Так, если не ошибаюсь, то мы тут тоже не все посмотрели. Часть палатки мы вроде как не проверили. Так, вроде вот эту часть, вот эту вот здесь. Ой, ой-ой-ой, кто это? Что это? Он живой? Серьезно?
Dr. Crowther! Didn't you hear me earlier?
Что с ним?
Doctor. Is everything all right?
Он шизанулся.
Doctor, please, look at me.
С ума сошел просто, чел.
I report that I've located Dr. Crowther. He's in bad shape. I'm gonna examine him now.
Может ему кислород отключить?
Temperature normal. Pulse 2. O2 saturation is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor.
Но психически нет.
His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions. Excuse me.
Yasna, can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. You didn't have it easy.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect.
Может он придуривается? Ну хотя вряд ли.
1, 2, 3.
Copy, Doctor. Loud and clear. Do I understand correctly that the Doctor's life is not in imminent danger?
That's my initial diagnosis, yes.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Confusions, Doctor?
Так.
Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Up until yesterday, he wasn't suffering from any mental disorders. And there are no visible injuries. So, I test his blood for toxins.
Да, кровь надо проверить.
Could it be the methane from the atmosphere?
Да, вот атмосфера.
Methane poisoning
Ah.
causes different symptoms. I'm afraid it's something else.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lander.
Что-то другое говорят.
Get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Krauser.
Couldn't we just evacuate him right away?
If it were that easy, I would have sent the hopper long ago. Please look for the mission log. Should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find. And you still need to designate a place for the landing.
Ну, пиздец. А если ему жизнь угрожает что-то? Ну ладно. Ну хотя бы живые люди есть, это уже радует. А то постоянно в таких вот подобных играх ты буквально один и никого нет живого. Тут хотя бы роботы и люди есть, уже радует. Так.
It's not a mission log, but it will do.
Первичный анализ образцов. Присутствуют следы никеля, железа, бериллия и титана. Все бы отдал, чтобы понять, что это. Теория. Так, миллионы лет назад гигантский никелево-железный метеор попал в атмосферу Регис-3, расплавив поверхность. Нет, невозможно. Форма конструкции этому противоречит.
Dr. Krauter kept records. Meticulous as always.
Ладно.
What's in there?
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal.
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting 316. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration.
Так, все.
Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec.
Это детектор. Чего-то там.
Got it.
Please make sure it works.
Да, работает.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of equipment.
Like everything around that's already broken.
Touche, sir. Okay, checked. I'm leaving the tent.
Прикольный прибор, блин. Мне нравится. Это называется тент, да, так?
Now for the robot.
Прикольно.
Responsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yasna, what are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew?
I know I'm in a hurry, but I should check this place first.
You're gonna make them wait?
Right, the others. We've no time to lose.
And once more, status? Damn piece of junk.
Карта. Слушайте, это, блин, это Firewatch на максималках каких-то, не знаю. Тут буквально такой усовершенствованный Firewatch.
I found the area marked by Dr. Krauter.
Так,
There's no one around.
What do you think? Can we land the hopper safely here?
I think so. Solid ground, a large flat area. We won't find a better place.
Entry point? Will it be 50 meters? Air accessibility is paramount.
Yes, it's relatively clean. You can send Hopper, sir. Oh, damn! I seem to have gone too far. I can see the field markings that Dr. Gorski left behind, and haven't found anyone yet.
They all may have left the area as well. But before you move on, make sure to check the whole perimeter.
As long as I'm here, let's see if I can spot someone in the distance.
Right. Anything interesting?
Я не понимаю, что от меня хотят.
Unfortunately, no. I'm going back.
Так. Я не там смотрю, скорее всего.
Yes, now, focus. What now?
Так, что? Просто какой-то флаг. Да, тут реально ничего нету. А я тоже, блин, подумал, что что-то пропустил. Там что-то было,
I
кстати.
should move. Oh, there's no time. I recognize the rocks drawn by Krauter. They shouldn't pose a problem when landing.
But the doctor marked a waypoint. I don't recall...
It's just a sketch. No markings.
Well, if so, we should do it. What would you call them?
Титаны.
I'll call them Titans. Has a nice ring to it.
Noted.
One more thing, Astrogator. The Titans are almost white, unlike the environment around them.
Yes, thank you. That's valuable information. Be useful in navigating.
I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place. By
Локатор.
the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
Got someone. I'm following the signal. Geological cross-section? Measurements? These are Marit's notes. She must be somewhere close.
Так, нужно сосредоточиться на двух направлениях: химическом составе воды и геологических раскопках.
He searched the entire area thoroughly.
It's a journal.
Журнал. Альянс космической коалиции. Штаб межпланетного содружества. Космическое подразделение. Солнечная система. Уважаемая доктор Марит. Продолжая тему последней межпланетной конференции, мы хотели бы предложить вам ранг астрогатора. В будущей экспедиции на обелиск 03 ваш опыт и результаты, достигнутые в предыдущих миссиях, показывают вашу готовность сделать следующий шаг. В космической карьере мы ждем вашего ответа после возвращения с текущей миссии. С уважением, генерал Пирксарт, командующий космическое подразделение. Так. Что-то еще есть.
I think I know where I can find her.
Так.
The signal's coming from a Kasov backpack.
That's concerning.
I'm close, but I can't see her.
Да, что-то случилось. Может, ее бурей накрыло как-то, не знаю.
She's here. I found her. Wake up. Wake up.
Она живая вроде. Показалось мне.
No. No vital functions. I need to.
А зачем она сняла это? А, ну типа, чтобы воздух был. Коза.
One, two. Don't do this to me, Merritt. Don't. Please. Live, damn it. Merritt. I beg you.
Doctor! Yasna!
No.
That's enough! Enough!
Merritt.
Печально, конечно, но
Astrogator.
чё поделать?
She's.
I know. Doctor. Yasna, we have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine.
А, так,
What's next?
остальных.
I think so. You should be close.
Do you think Koval?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor. Alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here.
Причем очень близко, кстати. Еще ближе. Да. Опять еще один. Еще один
Yasna!
погибший.
He's also Koval. Don't do this to me.
Или он спит? А он жив?
You're alive. Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Почему он не сомневался?
Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive.
Странное поведение. А может не снимать?
Koval. Koval.
А, она не снимает, отлично.
Eyes us. So empty.
Что случилось-то?
Just like Crowter's. Koval, what the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Crowder's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
Так.
please look around for his journal.
Ну вот он, журнал, собственно.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while.
Я не успел прочитать, блядь. Что там The Strangest Thing?
Have you found it?
No, it's nothing about Dr. Gorski. Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Так, конструкции разветвляются под землей. Так, осматривает правое ответвление. Это Горский, видимо, да? Массивный вертикальный образец. Он уступает над поверхностью. Водяной резервуар подземной конструкции. Четвертая. Так, самая большая. Под холмом 150 метров. Отметка. Так, видимость точки 4 азимут. Да?
Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Won't be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier. Got him.
Это что такое? Это ракета? А, это типа, они же хотели прилететь, да. Точняк.
When you're there, put Dr. Koval in the seat. And I'll connect to the Androbot through the Lander's antenna.
Haven't you rebooted yet?
No, not quite. But it will work now.
The lander's already descending. Damn. I've a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry. I don't get it. What could have led to all this? Krauter, being married, now Koval, an unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurrent connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest for some reason.
It's difficult to find a consistent pattern. All of this seems insane. Pure chaos. But I don't believe in coincidences. The greatest threat to humans is usually, well, humans. So I believe our crew members have fallen victim to the Alliance's actions.
I must say, in any other situation, I'd be sure of it. The Invincible, however, is not in the nearest system yet. Their other ships have never even ventured near these regions of the galaxy. Or at least, there's no indication.
Except for all these disturbing events.
Right. Something doesn't add up.
See you up there.
Он что-то реагирует.
He's left.
Даже
He
что-то
might have
делает.
made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
And Dr. Krauter doesn't. I have to go back for him.
There's no need. I just regained control of the Androbot, so please leave it to me. I'll carry him as well as the Dr. Merritt's body. In the meantime, please focus on finding Gorski.
Сори, я не так часто чекаю чат, если там... Если ты еще тут, то спрашивай, конечно. Так, куда мне идти вообще? Не понимаю. Так, тут я был. Хорошо. А мне нужно его отправлять как-то, кнопку нажать, может.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir.
Так.
It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
No. No point in going back this way.
Ага. Спасибо за подсказку. Так, доктор Горский. Ну, видимо, это сюда. Правильно понимаю? А, ну, тут много путей есть, не знаю. Ага. И там что-то еще. Нижний уровень. Минуточку.
Can you hear it?
Yes. What's going on? Doctor?
Checking! It's a drill! So damn loud!
Так, ладно.
Look, here, do you see it? Yes. It's the same on the other side.
Any progress?
We dig as far as the terrain allows. It'll take a while.
Regis, come in. Status report.
Astrogator, sir. We dug up another 3 cubic meters.
Кубометра.
The object exhibits remarkable structural homogeneity. All spectroscopic analysis shows similar results.
Steel with tungsten and nickel alloy?
That's right, with the addition of other common metals.
Is there any chance of retrieving the entire object for research purposes?
No, none at all. Even sonar couldn't cover the entirety of it. Instead, Dr. Gorski calibrated the detector, so we had to look beneath the surface.
And? What did you see there?
More of the same. What protrudes above the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. We estimate it extends at least 50 meters underground.
I see.
Oh, furthermore, it's not a single object. Down below, there is an entire root system, so vast that it's impossible to cover it all at once, either with a scanner or a detector.
Have you followed its course?
Dr. Gorski's doing just that.
Gorski, are you scanning those roots?
Affirmative. I'm headed westwards. Been going for a few hundred meters already. Still haven't reached the end of it.
Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I confirm my suspicions.
Любопытно.
This area has been tectonically inactive for a very long time, and the aeolian activity is minimal. Therefore, the material that has settled on, or rather covered this metallic structure, it's very old, which means these structures are even older.
What are we talking about here? A few thousand years? Tens of thousands?
I can't give a precise assessment, not yet.
I'm asking for a rough estimate, Merritt.
Well then, I guess it could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years old.
Anything else?
Hm.
Yes. These structures almost certainly didn't form through natural processes.
Almost?
Well, they don't look like anything I've seen before. And you know I've seen a lot, Novik. Also, I can't find any scientific explanation for this form.
Could this be what the Alliance is here for?
Don't make me guess that. I really don't know.
Personally, I doubt it, Astrogator. The more research we do, the more convinced I am that it serves no purpose at all. It's even hard to imagine this could ever have any function.
Ладно. И что?
Regis, come in. I've registered a slight change in the radiation readings.
And now?
The level has significantly increased.
No need to worry, Dr. Yasna. It's just X-rays from the active detector. Our probes are quite sensitive. They record even the slightest change.
Is one of our devices also causing an increase in the electromagnetic field?
Electromagnetic? No. We would
Кто-то еще есть.
Okay, I'll check it again. Carefully, Corporal.
Regis, we're losing reception.
Zero.
Carl, can you hear us? Over.
Что-то огромное.
Merritt, we can't hear you. Damn it.
What now, sir?
We listen. Wait for the interference to pass.
Excuse me, but I don't think it will pass on its own. We need to take action.
What do you suggest?
I can board the second
Вот
ladder
почему
and
она
get
там
to the
оказалась.
surface.
Yes, I can't let you go alone. My leg.
Phew. It's finally stopped.
Yes, you there?
I am. Unfortunately alone. Working equipment gave me hope, but someone just abandoned it. Didn't even turn it off.
And that is indeed unfortunate. We need to expand our search radius.
Честно, не знаю, куда идти, но давайте, наверное, вот к ней вернемся. Может, что-то можно сделать, может, забрать как-то. Не знаю пока. Может, там продолжение пути есть. Пока не знаю. Красиво, кстати, вообще. Так.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
Угу. Хорошо. Значит, сюда нам не надо больше. Нам нужно найти что-то другое. Может быть, это там. Я на всякий случай перепроверяю, мало ли что может в игре быть. Там мы тоже были. Может быть, там что-то еще, какой-то путь есть, поворот. Это гейзер. Так. Хорошо, тут тоже ничего нет. Не по всему. Да? Ну ладно. Значит, ищем другой путь.
Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5
Значит, мы идем
seconds.
туда. Вперед просто.
Thank you.
Снизу тоже побывали, там дрель нашли. Ну или бур. Перевод, конечно, такой корявый, скорее бур. Мне кажется, это там находится наша цель. Следующая. Так. Но пока что телеметр ничего не показывает, если это так называется, этот прибор. Так.
We've gone over everything in that area.
Смотрела же. И чё мне, куда идти? Что делать? Может, сюда? Карта должна быть. Черт возьми, карта точно. Я пока что не понимаю. Так. Тяжело, тяжело, да.
Yasna? Everything's all right?
Yes, yes. I just need a moment to think.
As soon as you find something,
I'll report it.
Ну я, конечно, тупил, серьезно,
Worries,
прям.
sir.
Она уже устала, да? А мне туда?
Oh, I've already been there.
Нет. А, ну так я везде уже был. Все. Значит, туда. Ну там мы нашли только флаг. Все, больше ничего. Хм. Да как-то, я не знаю.
I'm leaving the excavation site.
А, теперь можно покинуть? Серьезно?
How did he come down?
Все. Я думал, тут типа нельзя отпустить, потому что, ну, физически невозможно, ну, типа, разбиться можно. А она просто, не хотела почему-то спускаться. Странно.
I've got Gorski's signal.
so soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who? You were correct, sir. It's just our probe.
Это
It
зонд.
looks inactive.
Can't be completely broken if he picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe,
Так, и что?
turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. And go ahead.
Slide records.
Correct.
I
Ой,
didn't
это
know
уже
we had
интересно.
access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malis, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look.
Угу.
A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
Так, это третий день.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
Так, это четвертый день.
12 hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal.
Так.
It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes.
Ну, видимо, не только дюны одни.
Sand, a few rocks, a shadow,
Shadow.
another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us.
Так.
on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
Прикольно. Это как в Портале, помните? Во второй части. Тоже был робот похожий.
From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. No data in the probe's network. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to
I'm
be?
not really interested in naming machines.
Understood. Maybe we should use the previous name. Olga.
Yeah, whatever fits.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks. And you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from the excavation area. The rest is underground. Please explore the area thoroughly. Just do as Dr. Gorski. Use the detector.
Где мой детектор-то, блин? Так, что-то он нашел, да? Угу.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Hi, Olga.
Так, что мне делать-то, блин? Это какие-то трубы или что это такое, господи, блин, не знаю даже, что это. Прыгать нельзя.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Koval.
Что за
What
звук?
he did next, it's hard to assess.
The battery in the detector
А, это он?
only a few hours, so he couldn't
Робот.
have gone much further.
The 4th point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. And it's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. I think we have the 4th point. I confirm. It's the 4th one. I see our flag. Definitely uphill. I think I'll catch up with Dr. Gorski on the other side.
Well, that wouldn't be such a bad scenario, right?
Of course not. Though I wouldn't mind if we bumped into each other before the climb.
Так, я туда иду вообще. Ну, возможно, туда, возможно, нет. Да, вроде как поворот есть. Вот. Это наверх. Надеюсь, что это наверх. К тому флажку.
This mission drags on so much. Sometimes I think you're gonna take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere. 3, 2, 1.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way.
So RT has transported Dr. Krauter.
Affirmative. He's in the lander. However, the robot didn't find him in the tent.
How's that?
The Doctor was already some distance from the camp. I think he was following you, Yasna.
Sir, why didn't you say anything?
The Androbot located him quickly enough, and I thought it was pointless to worry you.
Well, thank goodness he's safe now.
Я до конца буду смотреть. Не знаю, просто мне интересно, что будет. Это что такое? Это взрыв? Или он пристыковался, типа? Надеюсь, что это пристыковался просто. Ага, то есть вообще нельзя смотреть, да?
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Кусты.
I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Yasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir.
Невидимая стена.
There's something I need to do before moving on.
Что же, блядь, сделать надо? Что же?
Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the Doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Вообще похоже на какие-то кляксы, а не кусты. Так, уже все?
Lead the way.
Неужели? А почему меня не пускался? Неужели? А почему?
I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of
Это
time
правда,
before
кстати.
machines surpass their
Роботы
creators.
лучше будут.
The only question is when.
Но, блин, в каком году это сейчас действие происходит? То есть до сих пор они не создали таких роботов?
We have a problem.
Ну, здесь вот можно. Вот тут можно.
Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us, but not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person.
Немножко раздражает, что очень медленно, блин. И передвигаюсь.
Thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms? Some spontaneous process? Or pure chaos? Something inhuman, that's for sure.
Так. Туннель.
Later, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
I'm going. Doctor.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Тут какой-то подвох есть. Я прям, не знаю, уверен.
Altitude 24,000. Speed 250.
Бля, жалко, нельзя встать, посмотреть, что там снаружи вообще. Хотя я же, да, пристыкован. Привязан, вернее, вот этими, блин.
Roger that.
Как в машинах эти штуки.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final.
Так.
Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed.
А куда это делось-то?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Куда это, блин, делось? Вернулась обратно, видимо, поэтому
Spines
вначале ничего не было.
No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
Так. А я типа чё я делаю вообще?
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. What about that lander, Yasla? You think our people tried to fly away on it?
I seriously doubt it. Looks like a bad malfunction to me.
But I'm taking Hopper out of here. We can't afford to lose this lander too. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition. The equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us. But I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
Where does this certainty come from, Astrogator? HQ can send us as many directives as they please, justified or not.
I won't let that
I have
happen.
an object in sight. The situation is bad, Astrogator. Though it wasn't much better at the beginning of the mission. Whoever sent us here didn't care about our safety at all.
Enough! Please don't put me in an even more difficult...
This is
Заткнись.
where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... Oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Как, блядь, шорткат? Где?
Just need to find the right route.
Наверное, здесь где-то. О, неужели? А, или я не могу? Или я могу? Так, там что-то было. Что это?
They stopped for a break.
How do you
Uh-huh.
know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here,
А, без скафандра.
They didn't give a damn about the regulations.
disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
What are you saying, Yasna? The mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority. Always.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves. And they must be the most important to themselves. Whoever they will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Not in a biological sense, Astrogator. Besides, excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Она сама себя
Yes.
перебивает.
This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing. Doctor, interference is at the heart of human nature. Man would still be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes, we have a nasty nature. I can't argue with that.
Ну, то, что они, конечно, научились рубить деревья, это очень хорошо. Но главное не перебарщивать, конечно.
Found a convenient passage.
Excellent. Please speed ahead. You still have a long way to go.
Well then, you should save your breath, Astrogator.
Реально, очень прям напоминает Firewatch, что там тоже были каньоны такие. Только тут, конечно, и побольше. Карта побольше. Местность такая прям...
Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
Что-то происходит.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hello.
Что произошло? Там что-то из них выходит, смотрите. Я не могу пользоваться приборами. Что происходит? Она тоже с ума сошла? Не, уже что-то у нее прошло это. Припадок, приступ, блин. Ой, что происходит? Жесть. Чё? Не понял. Это типа в начале игры или что? Я не понял. Сложно. Бля, запутался, серьезно. Так.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no. What's going on, sir? Astrogator?
Dr. Yasna. I tried to resuscitate him, but
No, please. Koval?
Dr. Krauter.
How? There was nothing wrong with him.
Hypovolemic shock. He bled out during the flight.
I still don't understand. He wasn't hurt.
His injuries must have occurred later. I found him like this when I entered Hopper.
I'm sorry. It's on me. It's my fault.
No, Doctor. As Commander, I take full responsibility.
But it was me that left him.
On my order. You're too hard on yourself, as usual.
If only I...
Stop it, really. Please, stop. If is a very cruel word. You don't deserve its torment.
I confirm. Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
Why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one thing, sir. What did you do with Krauter's body?
I placed him in a cryochamber.
Are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, fine.
Капец.
One sec.
Так, что мне
At
сделать?
the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
Надо раскачаться просто, я считаю.
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra
Надо
weight.
раскачаться просто.
No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
Так.
I think it is.
You think? You shouldn't base your safety on assumptions.
Do I have another choice? I can't grow wings, can I?
Are you having a hard time keeping your position?
I'm hanging limp.
Right, let's take a moment to think it through.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything,
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
well, I'm not.
Что он там
hanging here
фоткает меня,
forever,
блин?
If we still haven't come up with anything.
There's a certain possibility.
Так, еще одна идея.
But maybe it's worth trying.
Astrogator, as much as I love complex analysis, I'm really sick of all this hanging.
Of course. Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying.
А,
in.
можно на него, кстати, положиться.
If I instructed it to fly as close as possible,
Вот прям прыгнуть на него.
you could grab onto it.
Да, да.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
Угу.
All right. Let's give it a try.
Мне кажется, что может. Это же девушка.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
2 meters forward. Stop, that's enough.
You have a really good eye. Exactly 2 meters.
Нет. А, да, нормально.
Is the maneuver complete?
You could say so.
Отлично, прям.
I fell
Все
from
прошло
another height.
прям как по маслу.
It was a soft landing, though.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone.
Damn. What is this
Блин,
place?
красиво все,
This
смотрите.
steeple.
Очень
It's all made
классно.
up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
That's why Dr. Gorski. They're not lights.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that
No, no. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet.
2 more hours?
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of him.
And at worst,
He's just finishing it up. Depends on his activity.
if I remember correctly, there is a risk of methane poisoning.
That's right. According to Dr. Krauter, negative symptoms can appear after an hour. Maybe after a few hours. I think you'll find Gorski by then.
Let's hope so. Ah, I see the probe. Has it found anything?
It's not making any measurements at the moment.
Oh, why?
The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's on manual control.
Is it because of my flight?
It's possible, but please don't worry about it. What matters is that you're fine.
The security system seems quite flawed.
It's not a defect, Doctor. It's a feature.
Wouldn't it be better if I helped you? I can close it manually after all.
I'd need some directions first. To bring it to you.
No problem, I'm on it.
First, let's find a place where I can land it. Otherwise, you won't be able to help me, Doctor.
There. I found the right place.
All right, then. I'm waiting for instructions.
Let's see. Rotate the probe 120 degrees. Okay, now. Please rotate the probe 40 degrees. meters forward. First, 45 degrees to the right. And then 4 meters forward. 2 more meters to the right. Uh, 2 meters forward. Land.
Отлично. Похоже на какие-то трубы, смотрите, я не знаю, что это такое. Ручное управление.
How's the terrain? Those structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep. Wherever I look, there's metal.
Да, металл какой-то. Что она делает? Открывает, да? Или что, надо закрыть, наверное?
Oh, don't be angry.
It's not anger, it's a warning sign.
I know. You're welcome, Olga.
Так, и чё? Говорит, не злись. Как будто, блин, всякие вот эти, блин, зонды, андроиды могут злиться. Знает. Ай, ладно. А как попасть вообще туда? Ну вот, наверное, как-то здесь залезть, пролезть. Но мне не кажется, что я смогу пролезть здесь как-то. Хотя... А, вот! Серьезно?
It's a bit like Pando.
Серьезно? Я вообще не заметил этого вначале.
No idea what you're talking about.
Не изучил просто.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen.
А, это тополя?
The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest.
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Так, что это? Следы.
I
Следы
believe
туда, да? Указывают,
it's
хорошо.
footsteps.
Finally.
А что за следы как-то прекратились, закончились? Ладно. Так.
There are more traces. This time handprints. And a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir. You heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
Not a chance. I have to turn back.
Ну вот, может быть, тут есть какой-то проход.
No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski...
Оборудование. Так.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
I suspect Gorski might have damaged his suit.
If the tear doesn't exceed 20 millimeters, the reactive polymer layers will self-seal.
Well, that's true. Nevertheless, it looks worse and worse. I found more of his gear.
Back in the camp, you reported Marrett's abandoned things.
A backpack and a journal, yes. This scene looks disturbingly similar.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой! Господи.
Ouch!
Jasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
Ужас
On
какой-то.
purpose?
Это было неожиданно.
Really?
Так. Надо аккуратнее. Здесь можно пройти, да, сюда. Так. Так, тут тупик. Значит, здесь есть... Ага. Так-то можно реально пораниться, не знаю, проткнуть себе, блин, какой-то, блин, сосуд. Надо аккуратно быть с этими, блин, деревьями.
Finally! I have his position.
Ну неужели? Нашли.
Not yet.
Он где-то очень близко.
Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Интересно, конечно, у нее имя. Ясно прям. Рюкзак.
I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
Мне кажется, он жив.
He's lying in a sinkhole.
А, это яма.
Doctor, answer me, please.
Нет. Я типа подумал, что это обрыв какой-то, и он держится, значит, ну, если он держится, то он жив, но
Almost there.
нифига подобного. Это просто яма. Хотя, может, он
Got him.
жив.
He's not moving.
Кто знает. Не похоже. Что она делает? А, дышит. Жив тогда.
Gorski! Gorski! Look at me!
Прикольно.
His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
Да.
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
No reaction. He seems unconscious. Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing zone.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done.
Я подумал, что его
He's out.
ноги как будто проткнуты этими, блин, штуками.
I activated his SOS.
А зачем этот сигнал вообще?
Transmission with his parameters, sir.
Ладно.
Well,
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. If you faint, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hold on, Gorski.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
Don't be angry, sir. But
But what? Please go ahead.
after careful consideration, I gave Gorski my tank. We still don't know when you'll send the lander, so I can't leave him without oxygen.
Doctor, I explicitly told you not to. Never mind. Let's hope I can finish the job if you're both unconscious.
Ну это благородно. А что делать? Надо было хоть кого-то спасти, знаете, блин. Хотя бы, блин, 2 человек. Так. Хорошо. Думаю, где-то здесь может приземлиться.
Sort of. Yes.
Она уже типа ей не хватает кислорода.
So I should start receiving Gorski's signal.
Так, передатчик настроить.
There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. Now, mark the place for the lander, and we're home.
Что происходит?
What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No! No!
Нифига себе.
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! Flying!
What's the situation?
What was that? Astrogator,
Ну ладно, я, короче, на этом моменте уже офну, так что вот где-то 2 часика поиграл. И вроде такая вот неплохая игра. Так. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Ожидайте завтра стрим. Завтра он точно будет. Эта игра плюс Maybe